You thought that money could buy you the world.
Do you know what song I'm singing?
Yeah, it's from The Simpsons.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
No, it's fucking Your Favorite Martian, bro. You ever hear of Your Favorite Martian?
I need you to really hop off of my dick. Welcome back to the Lounge Podcast.
What the fuck was that? Did you just chug the tea? Ugh.
It's episode 10.
Yay!
Ew, we got to episode 10. Yeah, Hot Girl Summer's been going pretty well for us, honestly.
We're fucking lit.
It's super duper lit. It's super duper Kyle, some would say. Get it?
Yeah,
because that's his name. It's a bad pun.
All right, so what's good, boys? How you doing?
Pretty chill, man. How you been?
Pretty good. Looks like Max Liebl's got himself a little trim.
Ooh, what's good with you, baby girl?
Looking good.
Fucking.
I'll be in a butt like.
I'd fuck him.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, same.
I mean, shit. Regardless, I would have.
Yeah. I mean, I would also get. You know what? I would get a ass tat of your face.
You would?
Yeah, you're that
Wow.
looking. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
They say it because.
There's that bad boy.
I actually got an ass tat.
I thought he was just
of
gonna
his
like
face.
lightly
take
do
a dump.
cheek in the nose.
Right
like,
there.
fuck.
Nope. That's the thing. When people ask to see it, I just show full butt.
Nice. Have some pride in your
I'm
ass
not
tats.
complaining.
I
Have some
got.
pride in your ass tats. Yeah. Fucking. I was talking to. I was at a party at Matt Cicero's house the other day. Shout out Matty Ice.
Matty Thrice.
Tyrek the Goat made an appearance.
Nice.
He was chilling there for a minute, and he was talking to me about it, and he said that he respects it. He says it's a power move, and he says that it really shows that I'm loyal to my hitters. Obviously, he did not say hitters, but yeah. All right, this is Launch Talk episode 10. All right, that's enough of that. In honor of our 10th episode, we decided to do things that are turning... What are you, constipated or something?
No, I was just looking at, I don't know. I was just doing a cool face.
Dude! Things turning 10, or that have turned 10 in the year of 2019. Movies. One of Max's...
Have turned 10. Sorry. You were saying.
What movie?
One of Max's favorites, Inglourious Bastards.
One of the great movie.
10 years old?
I honestly thought it was older. I
remember when it came out in like 6th or 7th grade for us. Yeah.
I remember... Yeah, no, I don't remember it coming out. I thought it was more closer around the time of Reservoir Dogs, to be honest.
What? No, Reservoir Dogs came out in 97.
Yeah, I know. I thought... Yeah. Okay.
Tarantino's going to be one of the only... Not one of the only directors, but one of the few directors to probably have a movie in three different decades.
Tarantino's also going to finish as the only director to never put out a bad movie.
Arguably, yeah. I agree with you, but I'm saying some people would. But you want to know what's fucking crazy, bro?
What?
Okay. I know some...
I'm bleeding.
What? Here we
From
go.
what?
I picked a scab.
Oh.
Do you need this?
No.
Okay.
Oh my god,
I
here
kind of
we
want it a
go.
little bit more now.
The professionalism on this podcast has decreased since we started it, and honestly...
Let me get you some TP.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my god.
For those wondering, TP is short for toilet paper.
Yeah.
Not the
Tyler Perry.
Not
Tyler Perry.
No, and also not
Tyler
to
Perry
be
doesn't do
confused
Band-Aids.
with the homes that Native Americans would build.
Yeah.
Which
is just...
also called teepees.
Yeah. Which, I think that's... I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah. I can't touch on that.
Alright.
I can't speak to it.
Okay.
But I believe you. I'll take your word for it.
Another movie turning 10 in 2019, The Hangover.
Nice.
Hangover's a classic, you know. Who's ready to let the dogs out? Who? Like...
Classic.
Yeah, classic.
Did you guys like the sequels to it?
No. I thought they diluted it.
Hangover 2 sucked. Hangover 3 was just a little better than Hangover 2, but still sucked.
Yeah.
It's like you don't need to make
We were talking
more
about
of them.
You really don't. We were talking about this the other night. Really, if you let it be after 1, it would have been
A classic.
It's
An absolute classic.
Like it's already
became a cash cow.
Exactly. Like people would be like, "Yo, Hangover." Like putting out those other two it decreased the value.
Yeah, it puts it up there with like Caddyshack and like fucking like all this other. It's just like it puts it in that Mount Rushmore undeniable category.
Yeah,
Maybe we should start recording episodes of the podcast once a month just to increase the value of each episode.
No.
I
don't think we're gonna do that.
I don't like that. Yep, and you can get the fuck out of that's what you're thinking.
Right.
I just wanted to touch on this actually because before Tom hurt his finger.
It wasn't my finger. It was my fucking
your thigh. Excuse me. Before Tom hurt himself over there, we were talking about directors, and I was thinking Alfred Hitchcock. I know. You guys know Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, of course.
Like he made Psycho and like all sorts of stuff.
Greats.
He made a movie in 5 different decades, and he had, I think it's something crazy, like he had a movie released every year for like 20 years.
That's insane.
Like it's ridiculous.
So he wrote
And
himself?
yes, he wrote and directed most of them.
One of the
Quality
greatest,
movies.
one of the greatest cinema minds of all time.
Arguably the greatest, but yeah, he is top
Alfred Hitchcock, easily Mount Rushmore.
Easily Mount Rushmore.
He changed the game for directors everywhere.
Also, never won an Academy Award.
That's
To think that he put out 50 plus movies, all of which are not all of which, but most of which are like considered
classics.
all-time movies and never won an Academy Award.
He's the Drew Brees of filmmakers. Drew Brees never won an MVP, and he's top 2 all time for yards, touchdowns, and completions.
Yeah, it's a fair
He's
comparison.
got a ring though, right?
He does have.
He does have a ring.
It's all right.
He beat that overrated bitch Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Peyton Manning's bad at football. We've already touched on
Very
this.
bad.
Yeah,
why do you think
very
he's
bad
not
at
even
football.
in the league anymore?
Yeah,
He couldn't even throw by his
he's got the
legs.
head of a baby with a
No.
no soft spot at all. Just a baby that was just like they fucking dropped the baby right when it came out.
I'm not gonna lie, like I don't really care about Peyton Manning, whatever. But I'm getting kind of tired of the fucking commercials. The State Farm. Right
Yeah.
there.
Listen, I got something for you. Vanishing deductible. And it's just like, and then
I don't want to see fucking Brad Paisley and Peyton Manning riding around in an RV across the country.
Exactly. And Brad Paisley is just like,
it's a very shitty collab.
yeah, it's an extremely shitty collab. It's like Guy Fieri and Rosie O'Donnell. Just
whoa. Guy Fieri is Jesus.
And Rosie O'Donnell is not.
Yes, exactly.
You hating on Brad Paisley?
No, yeah.
All right. Okay, so what are two
Brad
things?
Paisley's actually pretty solid.
Nice guy. Way better at football than Peyton Manning, I'll say that.
Absolutely. Brad Paisley was a pretty good high school quarterback.
Turkey Bowl champion. Yep.
And the third movie turning 10 this year is probably the best of this list. The single greatest movie that Zac Efron and Matthew Berry have who's fucking
McConaughey.
Chandler? No, who's Chandler from Friends? Matthew
Perry.
Berry. Matthew Perry.
Perry.
Matthew Berry is the fantasy football guy. The single greatest movie that Matthew Perry and Zac Efron put out. 17 again. 17
That
again.
movie's actually pretty good.
I love
it.
I love that movie. The kid from fucking Sunny with the
You're
Chances in it.
You're not convincing me that Matthew Perry looked like Zac Efron when he was in high school. That's the only unrealistic part
He
of that
isn't
movie.
convincing you. He's just saying it's a good movie.
Yeah, what?
I'm just saying about that movie. No fucking way Matthew Perry looked like Zac Efron in high school in any world ever.
Well, in the movie he did, so. I think you
Alright,
should
well,
stop being a hater.
that movie
And
is
the
fucking
the
stupid.
janitor, the guy who sends Matthew Perry back in time into Zac Efron,
Is the Angel of Death.
Is the Angel of Death. Also,
In Click.
no, that's
Christopher Walken. Yeah, I'm just
but
saying.
But
you know.
the janitor who's the Angel of Death in 17 again is the guy who voices the one dude from Flapjack. Yo, the dude that Flapjack. You
Captain Knuckles?
Captain Knuckles, that's what it was.
Captain Knuckles.
That show was fun.
I loved that show.
Like,
That was a
that
good show.
Bubby.
Was it Bubby?
The whale?
Oh,
Yeah.
Bubby! Oh, Bubby!
Like, yeah, no, that show was. You got a lot of nerve coming in here. You got a lot of nerve being alive. No, that was a very good show. That show and Chowder.
Very underrated
They came
shows.
around the same time.
I was so sad when Chowder ended.
I was so sad.
Just abruptly. We didn't even get a final season. We didn't even
Yeah.
get to see Chowder become a master chef.
Who's the
Think
guy?
about that.
Who's the
Didn't
guy
even get to see it.
that said rada rada?
Fucking
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
Dude, I
dude.
love Schnitzel. I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
You
as a
take
kid.
the moon and you take the sun.
You take everything that seems like fun. You da-da-da up and then you're done. Rada, 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 rada.
Do you know what was another random ass character that was just thrown in there that was fucking hilarious? Was Fred Burger.
Fred Burger. Yeah.
Fred Burger got thrown into Chowder?
No, and Billy and Mandy.
Oh, and Bill, yeah.
Fred Burger.
I love
Fred Burger.
Fred Burger. Like,
It's so fucking stupid. Frozen yogurt.
the frozen yogurt, the fucking Keeper of the Reaper, the court episode where Billy and Mandy are fighting over custody of Grimm.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
Yep.
the episode
I
that
remember
Fred
that.
Burger got introduced.
Yeah.
What about Cheese on Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
Oh my god, jeez.
That like
Billy's son in Billy and Mandy, the spider, Jeff the spider. Yeah. That shit was so funny.
Hey, Dad.
I wish you were dead. I wish you loved me. I wish you were dead.
Do you guys think that
Shit
kids
like
nowadays
that.
would be able to handle cartoons and shit like that?
I don't think they'd have a fucking choice. We didn't have a choice.
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
like,
Kids
what?
these
That's a good
days,
point.
no, kids these days would get put into a psych ward after watching one episode
Yeah.
of Courage the Cowardly
Oh,
Dog.
yeah, that's true.
Dude, kids
would
would
be able to sleep for a fucking week.
no,
after
like
that.
those kids would be terrified.
Oh, facts.
But yeah, no, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Disney. Like when we were kids,
Yeah.
nobody was touching those three channels.
I didn't fuck with Disney as a really young kid.
Really.
Yeah, and then
I like Sweet Life, and that was really
That's
about
when
it.
I started watching.
Sweet
Life
That's
was what
So
made me
Raven,
started watching it.
I watched That's So Raven sometimes.
Honestly, bro, the Halloween episode of Sweet Life fucking terrified me.
The
bro.
one where
Where they're going to the
Esteban-
haunted room.
Esteban Julio,
Yeah,
Ricardo,
yep.
Montoya.
Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de Rosa Jimenez.
Yeah.
Nobody makes Julio. Nobody has the time.
No one calls Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de Rosa Ramirez a thief.
Like
Classic comedy. That shit though, that Halloween episode really did scare me when
Yeah,
I was a
that
little
fucks
kid. I was like,
everybody up.
wow, because
Yeah.
the ending was good. It was like, yeah, it was just creepy, bro.
It was very
mad creepy.
Songs or albums turning 10 years old.
Oh god.
So Far Gone by Drake, which featured Best I Ever Had.
Baby, you my everything. You are Avenello. I could
Fuck
bet
Drake,
rep. Yeah.
The End by Black Eyed Peas, which was probably the single
I got
great-
this boom, boom, boom. That super boom, boom, boom.
You cannot tell me that album did not produce banger after banger, though.
Dude,
It had some
the-
bops on it.
10 years ago, the music that was on like the top 40s, those were bangers, and it was good because there was a lot of mix of like, now if you go on the radio,
I don't think
it's
we
all pop,
appreciated it.
but
No,
back
Back
then
in
you
the day.
nobody appreciated
We didn't
it,
appreciate
it's
it, and we're just
terrible.
like,
But
yeah.
no,
And
now
like-
it's like one genre, but back then it was like a mix of everything. Like there you had some rock, some alternative, you had some good shit.
Yeah, now it's all
Remember-
just Shawn Mendes and some bitch saying,
Mendes.
"Hello,
This Mexican Shawn Mendes.
Now you got fucking
I actually like that song, but like, yeah.
like what's that bullshit fucking Billie Eilish is putting out? Like no,
I actually kind of
I like Billie Eilish.
that song.
I like Billie
that
Eilish a
one
lot.
song though is fucking garbage.
Bad guy?
I think that's what it
It's
is.
not
I'm the
Like,
bad guy.
You just don't like it because it's a meme.
Duh.
I don't know, I just-
Billie Eilish is
You're getting
actually
to
a
me,
fantastic singer.
Nah.
All right, well,
Wait,
No, but,
wait, you say not to that?
No, I was saying not a him.
Oh, I was gonna say Billie Eilish is a
No,
really
she's
good fucking
they play
singer.
her on the rock and alternative station
Yeah,
here in
yeah.
Rochester.
do they play like different songs from her?
Listen to
They-
Ocean
they
Eyes
play
by
a lot
Billie
of Billie
Eilish.
Eilish.
I'll
which-
listen to Ocean Man.
Ocean Man, take me by the hand, let me to the land where you understand.
And then the third, that's a song that turned 10 years old, Lady Gaga's Telephone. Lady Gaga.
Oh, Jesus, don't even fucking remind me about that goddamn song.
Hey, I love Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga is one of the most talented people on this earth, and I will stand by that. But her songs, it's not her fault, but her songs are fucking way overplayed.
Don't call me, I don't wanna hear anymore.
I left my hand and my heart on the dance floor. Yeah, she's one of the most talented singers, whatever, actresses, fucking Renaissance women we have. But the radio kills her for me, and I can't
Radio
do it.
killed the video star. Video
Great
killed
song.
The radio star.
Video killed the radio star. Elvis Costello.
Video killed the radio star.
Yo, radio is fucked nowadays.
Yeah, radio's stupid. I don't even listen to it
Like
anymore.
I was listening. Like
The aux cord killed the fucking radio stars. What it did.
That's true.
Someone had fucking the radio on at work, and my coworker had the top 40 hits on, and you know that one song where it's just like, I just took a DNA
Yeah,
test.
fucking
fucking
Lizzo.
Lizzo.
I am not kidding you. That song played.
Is so.
I mean, in the 3 or 4 hours that like I was listening to the radio, the
Song
song
makes
was
you
on
wanna-
like 5 or 6 times.
That song makes
Yeah.
you want to fucking hit somebody.
Yeah, it was bad. I was really
And
pissed.
it's the white girl anthem of the summer.
Bro,
and
fucking
it's
Hot
like,
Girl Summer brought to you by fucking Lizzo and White Claws. Like,
and
shut the fuck
fucking
up.
Megan Stallion. Actually,
Megan
Stallion.
Thee
did.
Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion is bad.
Yeah, she's pretty bad. And
Like,
she's.
I don't know.
I like Megan Thee Stallion
I
though.
saw her,
I
but-
do. I like her a lot. But Hot Girl Summer started because of her, and I was like, here we go.
It turned into this whole thing.
Whole goddamn thing. Yeah.
Is there any more 10 left?
No, that.
No more things turning 10. Got some stuff going on in the sports world.
All right.
NFL. The fuck's going on with Zeke, dude?
I don't care.
Is he gonna play?
Oh, we actually had a question submitted by Trevor Kunico regarding this.
Oh, word. Okay, let's hear
I
it.
figured
Trev.
it
Shout out
would.
Pookie.
Shout out to Pookie Bear.
Great guy.
Shout out to Danielle
Why
while we're
is Jerry
at it.
Jones so goddamn stupid with Zeke? Well, Trev,
You know what, Trev?
Um,
That's a fact.
fucking great question because
I'm just gonna go out and say it real quick. Ezekiel Elliott, and I actually this broke like 2 hours ago. The Cowboys actually did re-sign one of their young stars in linebacker Jalen Smith,
good.
which I think is which is the second best thing they could have done while signing someone on their team. They could have either spent some of that money going to Zeke, or they could have done that, which they did. Or they could have paid Amari, which was the third best thing they could have done. Or they could have given Dak the payday he wants, which would be the absolute dumbest thing they could
Yeah, I agree with that.
do. Ezekiel Elliott,
Jalen Smith is more valuable to that team,
then
and as far as money, what you can pay him and his value, his money to value ratio is way higher than Zeke. You can pay him a lot less, get a lot more out of him.
pay him. Oh, absolutely. Zeke, though, is the reason they've gone to the playoffs 2 of the last 3 years, and he's also the reason they didn't go to the playoffs in 2017 because
Yeah.
he was suspended for those 6 games. Team finished 9-7. Had he played in those 6 games, who knows how they finished that year?
Yeah. Zeke's a conundrum because Jerry Jones is not. We have to stop acting like Jerry Jones is this god of an owner, because he just hasn't been for the past 20 years.
He lucked
He
out.
has not been.
He lucked out
In the
with
90s.
getting one of the greatest O-lines ever, getting an overrated Troy Aikman.
All moves made by Jimmy
getting
Johnson.
Emmitt Smith. All moves made by Jimmy
And
Johnson.
guess what happened? When Jerry Jones said, "Okay, I want more control of this team. I'm not going to let you do this again. I'm not going to let you draft your own players, bring your own guys in, be the scout, be the head of player personnel. I'm not going to let you do that."
Even though it won them 2 Super Bowls.
Even though one of them 2 Super Bowls, what happened to Jimmy Johnson? He's gone.
Got
And what
canned.
happens? He says it's mutual. It's a mutual thing.
It was not a mutual thing whatsoever.
And Jerry Jones wins one more Super Bowl after that with fucking Schwitzer, Barry Schwitzer. But that's a Jimmy Johnson
But
team,
that's
and he didn't need to
yeah,
do anything to
that's-
begin with. It's don't fucking crash the Ferrari at that point.
Absolutely.
And-
And he did. He managed that team well enough where they were able to. Oh yeah, whatever you got going on there more important than us.
No, someone was calling him. He didn't want to be a dick.
Oh, word. Okay. My apologies, bro. All right, but whatever. Yeah, no, it's Jerry Jones.
He's in this whole mentality of thinking, okay, well, we can grass feed, our talent, and then we don't have to pay him anything. Or he's in this mentality of we can get guys to win now, but that's not how the NFL works anymore.
He's in the Ted Thompson way of thinking.
Yeah, no, he absolutely is.
Build through the draft, let your guys go when the deal's up, and just keep building through the draft. It does not work. It's a terrible way of building a team.
Right.
The Packers won the Super Bowl in 2010. They have horribly been managed for the next like 7 years. The last 2 years, even though they missed the playoffs, I am so happy with how they've been managed because they got rid of their coach that's been holding them back offensively. They got rid of the GM that's been holding them back altogether. They signed new players. They drafted better. They've done everything they need to do to become a competent and successful football team, and that's exactly what the Cowboys aren't doing.
No, they're not at all. And the issue is, it's like, all right, you did everything that you wanted to do. You had a quarterback, a franchise quarterback, and you can say whatever you want about Dak. He's a franchise quarterback. You can make him the face of a franchise, and he can win. He's, to quote Bucky Brooks, he is a trailer, not a truck.
Dak Prescott is what I think of when someone says the term game manager.
Yeah, he's an above-average game manager.
He does whatever
Alex Smith 2.0.
Yeah, but honestly, yeah. Dak Prescott does exactly what he needs for his team to win. He doesn't do anything above that. He will do some below it sometimes, but he will never be the guy that's out there throwing 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
No.
He'll never be a guy in the MVP running.
No.
Just because his role is not as significant. And this season, if Zeke doesn't play, his role's going to be more significant. It's going to be bigger than just a game manager, and he's not going to know what.
He doesn't have the weapons to do that.
He can't get by with just Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper's a great player. He's really shined in Dallas, and I think he's, another probably like 1,300 yard season ahead of him. He could have a great year in Dallas. But he won't. Just Amari isn't going to do it. And you're not doing it with Amari and a 35-year-old Jason Witten.
No, it's not fucking happening.
With
Michael Gallup, who may or may not be another Kevin Williams.
Michael Gallup
is essentially Kevin Williams.
He's a good number 2, but that's all he'll be.
He's Kevin Williams. What Kevin Williams was to Tony Romo and Des Bryant and all those guys. He's a good number 2, but you never really talk about him. He catches a couple touchdowns.
Are you trying to say Terrence Williams?
Terrence Williams, not Kevin Williams. Terrence Williams. He's a Terrence Williams.
It's exactly. I'd say, honestly, maybe he'll be a little better than...
he's more athletic than Terrence Williams.
More athletic, yes, but
Jesus Christ!
Sorry, everybody.
It'll definitely be interesting.
Closing thoughts.
Bucky
Brooks did the Bucky Brooks quote, which I thought was probably one of the most accurate comparisons I've heard on NFL media. He's a trailer, not a truck. So in Jerry Jones' situation, he's in a tough situation. Because you have a guy with 2 years left on his contract, and you don't want to pay him that kind of money, and frankly, you don't have to. But Zeke also deserves that money, so if you want to keep him around, you kind of have to. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, you don't sell the truck first, you sell the trailer first. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to get rid of anybody, clear up space to pay Zeke, get rid of Dak. And, that's really
and the thing is,
one of your only options.
This is a very good quarterback draft class coming up too.
It is. But this is how teams get into cap space binds. Because you have too many guys that have to get paid, and then at the end of the day, that team that you went out and drafted to try to build, or got in free agency to try to build, you got to get rid of it because you can't pay everybody.
But the thing is, if they let Dak go,
he won't start anywhere.
I think he could start in a couple. I was gonna say Washington, but they have Haskins for the next few years.
And Keenum, right now.
Dak would start over Keenum.
Debatable, but
yeah, debatable for another day.
Yeah.
But get rid of, because who else would they really need to extend outside of the 3 that everyone's talking about?
Travis Frederick. Well, no, Frederick just got paid.
Everyone on the O-line signed for another at least 2 years. Everyone on the defense is signed for another few years. Van Der Esch is going to be
a rookie,
is going to want a payday, but he still has another 2-3 years till he'll probably get that.
Yeah. This is true.
It's, if worst comes to worst, let Dak go in the offseason, pay Zeke now, try to see if you could pay both Zeke and Cooper, and then see what
happens. See what the quarterback situation
is. Like,
yeah.
If Dak, tell Dak if you want. You're not getting fucking $40 million a year unless you win MVP.
Fuck no, he's not getting $40 million a year.
Unless you win us MVP, bring us to the Super Bowl, win us the Super Bowl. You're not
then
getting $40 million.
Then he's getting a lot more money than that.
Then he's getting a lot more money, and he's getting more offers from other teams.
1 year, $20 million.
That I would say is still too much for Dak.
Not guaranteed money.
Huh?
No guaranteed money.
In the $20 mil?
It's $12 million guaranteed. You got 1 year to prove to me that you deserve that money.
That's fine.
That's the deal I would give him. I'd be like, okay, I'll extend you for 1 year, $12 million.
You get $12 mil, and let's see how you do.
Let's see what you do.
Exactly.
And if you impress me, that's fine. If not, then you're getting $13 million a year.
100%.
Like, that's how it goes.
There really is nobody. And another thing, they need to get a new coach. They cannot.
Yeah, I think Garrett's gone after this year.
They're not winning anything with Jason
If they don't make it to the NFC Championship this year, Jason Garrett's gone.
Absolutely. Honestly, I don't. If they don't make the Super Bowl, I think he's gone.
He might have bought himself some extra time, though, with the Zeke bullshit going on, though, because everybody's going to be like, well, Zeke wasn't there. He didn't have a really good team around him. The offensive line's always hurt.
I mean, yeah, but, like, I think at the same time, this is going to be, what, Jason Garrett's 8th year?
Yeah,
as head coach, and they've gone to the playoffs 3 times and won 1 playoff game. Like, but at the same time, you know...
Yeah, you're turning it into the Falcons a couple years ago.
Look at fucking Marvin Lewis. Marvin
Lewis was there for 20 years.
Marvin Lewis was there, yeah, like...
Won 1 playoff game.
No, never won a playoff game.
Oh, he never won a playoff game. I thought he only won 1. Never won a playoff game and was there for 20 years.
Is there anything like that? Like, how often does a soccer coach last for a club? Like, how long has Juve had their coach or manager?
Probably a while, you'd think.
This is our first season with this new coach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so usually at Juventus, like, they usually go through coaches, like, I feel like, honestly, like, every, like, 5 years around, something like that. Yeah, they last a while. But there's other teams, like Manchester United, where they had a coach that was on their team, I don't even know, I think Alex Ferguson, do you know who that is?
Yeah, Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
He was
on there for, like, over 20 years.
Yeah, he was there for a while. Because he was there, because he was there for all while Ronaldo was there.
Yep.
But he's
the one that got Ronaldo.
Yeah, and he was there. Who was the big name player? Wasn't there a big name player on Man U before Ronaldo? Before they got Ronaldo?
Like, I mean, they've had mad players. They've had, like, Giggs, Rooney, Paul Scholes. They've had Berbatov. They've had crazy players over the years, but
yeah, Man U especially then.
But
that was when they were the top, right?
Wayne Rooney,
early 2000s, all that shit.
Oh yeah, they were nuts. But what I'm saying though is, like, after Alex Ferguson left, they were literally going through managers. It was like every 1 or 2 seasons.
Yeah, that's how the Browns are. They've had 6 different head coaches in this decade.
Yeah,
like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Freddie. I mean,
now they have a sick team, so it's just like
we'll see where it goes.
This is the thing, though. When you have a shitty team, though, everyone's gonna blame the coach, but it's just like you can't.
Yeah,
when you're not fucking working with anything, you can't really blame everything on the coach.
Oh, you can't blame everything on the coach.
But at the same time, like, a good coach
do.
can bring shitty teams together. But
Absolutely.
It's like, but it's kind of like, what the hell?
Like, the Browns kept Hugh Jackson after he went 1-15 in his first year and 0-16 in his second.
He
went 1-31 in 2 years.
That's really
bad. He got fired, like week 6 or 7 this past season?
Yeah. Can you imagine being one of the only head coaches to go completely defeated 2 years in a row? And the only reason that you didn't is because RG3 fucking snapped against the Chargers 1 year, 1 game.
Literally
1 game.
And it's not even that, like, Chargers missed a field goal at the last second that would have sent them to OT.
Yeah.
The Hugh Jackson, though, has always been a bad coach, and you should have been booted when they went 1-15. Should have been booted when they went 0-16, and finally got booted after they started, like, 2-5.
No, 1-0.
Huh?
1-0-1 was the record.
No.
Yeah, they beat the Saints. They tied the Steelers, and then he was gone.
No, they lost. No, they lost to the Saints and tied the Steelers.
Oh, you're
because
right.
their first win was the Jets.
Yeah, you're right.
But
and the Browns are like, we're not doing this shit again.
No,
we're not going
they
0-0
won-
and fucking 1
They won one more game because he finished his.
with the Jets. The Jets game. It was against him and Darnold on Thursday night.
No, because he finished coaching with with the Browns. He finished with 3 wins, so they won one more game before they fired him.
I think you're right.
Because he went like as the Browns
the
coach, he
Raiders.
went like 3-36-1.
Yeah,
Like,
that's wild.
just
That's so
absolutely
stupid.
awful.
But yeah, I think that's probably going to do it for some sports talk here. We've touched on a lot of things
I
here.
actually have one more
Oh, okay.
quick fantasy sleepers. Kenny Galladay, wide receiver, Detroit Lions.
Yeah, he's going to be good.
I think with Golden Tate gone, Marvin Lewis gone, or is he still there? Or
Marvin Jones.
Lewis,
I think he's still there, yeah.
But yeah, Kenny Galladay makes insane catch after insane catch. He will be their number 1 at some point this year. I think he'd be a good 6th or 7th round steal. I think he could put
Good
up
flex.
him. Oh yeah,
Great flex option.
Him and Stafford could have a very.
I love
solid
Matt
year
Stafford.
together.
I feel so bad for Matt Stafford that he's been a career Lion. I really do.
Matt Stafford.
I really do. He's such a good player, man.
Matt Stafford, Calvin Johnson, Barry Sanders.
All fucking wasted.
All wasted by the Detroit Lions.
Fantastic talent wasted by the Lions.
Why do they always fucking play on Thanksgiving? Is that just like a tradition?
Yeah.
The Lions and Cowboys were
Used
the
to play,
only
like-
2 teams that wanted to play on Thanksgiving.
They did it for 10 years, so it just became a tradition. Bills are playing on Thanksgiving, though, this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It used to always be
In Dallas, but fuck it.
It used to always be Packers Lions.
Yeah.
Packers haven't played on Thanksgiving. Last
A
time
minute.
the Packers played on Thanksgiving.
Because who the fuck wants to play on Thanksgiving?
That's
bro?
what I'm saying,
for real.
yeah.
Think about
It's
it.
cool.
NFL players have families too. They
Yeah,
want to
oh,
fucking
yeah,
That's what
celebrate
that's what
Thanksgiving.
I'm saying. Like it's
Yeah.
cool when you're with your own family because it's like, oh, we're all getting together. We're all fucking tired as fucking some turkey, but hey, there's some football and let's enjoy our time together.
Mhm.
But think about the players, though. It kind of sucks.
That's
To
why
be real,
I
though-
always feel bad. Sorry, but
There you
I
go.
always feel bad when there are games on Christmas.
That fucking sucks.
Because obviously
You want
nobody
fucking,
wants.
That's a big deal. We got young kids too,
Remember-
you know.
exactly.
Remember
like-
the NBA lockout when we were freshmen,
Yeah.
8th grade,
And
and then the first game of the season,
first
it was
day was
Bulls
Chris-
Lakers on Christmas. And it's just
yeah.
like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
It was-
we waited so long to start the season, and we're gonna start it on Christmas and just be like, you guys ready for your first day? Well, not hanging out with your family today. It's
Who
like,
won
fuck
that?
you.
Who won the finals that year? Was it the Heat?
Yeah, it was. They beat the Thunder. That was
Oh, bullshit.
the
year.
lockout year.
So did they just shorten the
Bullshit year.
season?
Yeah, they played 60. What they play
60 games. I think they went into June that year. They extended the season. They went into June.
Well, it always goes into June.
They extended it maybe a month or something. I don't know.
Probably. If you're playing
Barely.
60 games.
They played. I think they did extend. I think they went into July.
I think you're right.
But yeah, no. Shit, that's what the NFL is gonna be in a lockout in 2 years.
You think so?
Yeah, this is with the new CBA.
There is
Players
so-
are going to boycott. You think they're going to do scratches? You think they're going to do scab players?
Oh, if they do scab players, I might not watch. I would not be able to watch.
I might watch.
I would
Just
watch,
for shits and giggles.
I would watch, but
I'd watch
it
scab
would just be
players.
so hard to watch.
It would, but
Like,
I
I'm
mean,
not
what the
trying
fuck
to
are you
watch
gonna
some
do?
dude who flamed out playing D2, be on their
It'd be
center.
kind of cool.
I mean, yeah, because
Honestly, it'd be kind of sick.
yeah, because all the teams would be even. There would be no
we had an ER alum fucking start for the Bills those 5 games that they held out in the 80s.
Really.
What's his face? The center fucking played at Virginia. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. I can't remember his name.
Fucking played for the
though.
Bills.
The line.
He was a
yeah,
backup after that, and then he stayed on the team, but he played those 5
I can't
games.
remember his name. There was a security guard at Fisher when we were doing
Played for the
the
Colts.
lacrosse team, and he played for the Bills too. Scott Burkus. Dude's
Yeah.
a fucking prick.
Yeah, fuck Scott
Oh.
Burkus.
Yeah, no,
I was like, I thought you were gonna be
Nah.
like, dude's a fucking tank. He was like, no.
I mean, he's huge, but
Yeah.
dude's a complete ass.
Dude's got a cock the size of the Loch Ness monster, though.
I heard it was the size of a Tic Tac.
I mean,
Probably all the roids he was.
agree. I mean, shit. Agree to disagree.
Honestly, but yeah, Green Bay. The NFL's gonna have. They have a lot of issues they have to work out between the Players Association and the and the commissioner and all that. A few years ago, though, me, my dad, Danny, and John, we worked a grad party in Victor, and it was for a kid. He was the starting tight end on the football team. He had a D1 scholarship to Monmouth. His dad, what?
Monmouth.
What is?
What a joke. Anyway, you were saying?
His dad. His dad was actually when NFL players went on strike in 1987. His dad was the scab quarterback for the Patriots, Bobby Blyer.
Nice. Bobby Blyer.
So
Classic Bobby Blyer.
and then there was a deep ball touchdown from Bobby Blyer.
Oh, nice.
Fuck Bobby Blyer.
Right, fuck you, Bobby Blyer.
His neighbors were not like killer house, killer backyard. Like they had a pond in their backyard, and they just had a zip line going across.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, that's
But
kind of
the
dope as
neighbors
fuck.
were not too fond of him.
Why?
My dad,
Because he had a fucking zip line going through his backyard, probably.
Yeah, my dad would go up when he like does parties. He'll go to the house and like scout like where it'll set up, like all that stuff. And when he went to do their house, he was leaving, and he saw the guy Bobby get in an argument with his neighbor. And, like, they just got in a screaming match, and my dad's like, oh, get me out of here. So he just dipped.
Nice.
But, yeah, so I really hope the NFL doesn't go in a lockout, because they were...
I kind of wanted to.
I would be so sad.
She would be dope watching the
I already
Bills play
wait-
with these random-ass players.
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't even... They
dope.
probably wouldn't even send anyone out. They would probably
Yeah, I don't
not
think they
have a
would.
season. They're because of everything that they know now about football. I just feel like
I need to point something out to Bills Mafia real quick. I need to fucking say something. Real fucking quick. Yeah, the Christian Wade thing.
Is that actually what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna bring them up.
All right. I need...
And then
Okay.
after that, we're done with sports.
Yeah, we're done with sports talk after this. You might not like what I have to say.
Do you like him?
There's not a
don't wanna
fucking
keep
player on the Bills that I don't root for.
You don't want to keep him then?
No. I don't. No, I want to keep him. I want him on the practice squad because we have all these. Okay. I write for Buffalo Rumblings. We're taking a lot of heat right now because we're saying that Christian Wade is not going to make the 53-man roster, and he's not. Like, he's just not.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's falling in love because he made these
wanted him to
two.
play.
He made these two I do too. Like I'm genuinely rooting for the guy, and I think he'll make the practice squad. And I think if he gets another year or two of development under his belt, he'll be fine.
He'll be on a roster
But,
at some point within
yes.
the next year or two. But
It comes down to asking yourself, realistically, as a Bills fan, sit down and ask yourself, what does Christian Wade do well? What does he do better than the four other running backs ahead of him? Does he catch the ball well? Not really. Does he block well? He doesn't know who to block. Does he find holes? Not really, because he doesn't have those kinds of instincts. Even on that long reception he had the other day, he didn't follow his blocks. He searched for open space, and he had a convoy of blockers down the sideline. He would have scored.
He would've,
And it's not.
100%.
He has vision, great vision. It's not NFL vision. It's not there. He doesn't. Like, he just doesn't have things that. He's only trained in American football for a little over a year, and he's a supreme athlete. Guy's a fantastic athlete.
Absolutely. He'll find a home somewhere.
The fucking acceleration he had to break that tackle.
Oh, yeah.
He is
that was
insane.
fucking nuts.
That's what I'm saying.
But
He's an insane athlete. But
And-
there are guys that play football their entire lives that are insane athletes that don't make NFL rosters. So what makes you think that an insane athlete who has never played football in his entire life is going to make this roster just because he makes two
But
insane
I think
plays?
people don't give a fuck. They just like the story and they like what
That's a
they
fact.
They like the exciting plays.
Yeah,
That's a
yes,
fact.
And
yeah,
That
that's all
is.
people care
And
about.
that's true. And
but
it's
that's-
great. And
I'm
I
that
love
kind of
it.
person. That's all I care
It's
about.
great, and I love it. But at the end of the day, when you sit there
You-
on Twitter
you
and you're
really
saying,
need to.
we need to trade LaShawn McCoy to free up, and then people are legitimately saying, trade LaShawn McCoy, one of the best backs of the decade, so a rugby player
who has
can
never
make the
played
team.
a meaningful down of NFL
Never played a
football.
never
Trade,
played a regular
yes,
season game.
never played a regular
Exactly,
season game.
yeah.
So a rugby player who's never played a meaningful game can make the team. And you're giving me this, and we actually have a breakdown coming in Buffalo Rumblings because we've taken so much heat. We're breaking down all of Christian Wade's. He's only had 22 plays in the preseason. They've only given him 22 plays. We're breaking down the whole thing so people can see the other 20 plays where he's really struggled.
Exactly. That's why.
Like-
That's why. As you know, and Dustin, you might, if you've seen my Twitter over the last couple of years, one of my least favorite Green Bay Packers of all time, wide receiver Jeff Janis.
Yeah.
Now,
guy makes great plays and everyone falls in love.
in the preseason,
Yeah.
the man is incredible.
Well, he had some big plays in that game against Arizona.
No, okay, well, we'll get to that.
Those were 2 huge plays.
Jeff Janis, he was a great athlete. He ran a...
They're all great athletes.
Yes, yes.
All great athletes.
He ran a 4.4... He ran a 4.440. He had great hands. Like, he could get separation. His problem, he
sucked too much dick.
Yeah, he didn't know how to run routes. He always missed blocking assignments. He just there were like his first couple preseasons. His first preseason he caught 6 touchdown passes, which is insane. Second one he caught 5 after missing 1 game. So like he's getting just about a touchdown and a half, 2 touchdowns a game.
Though. That's how you
which
make
is how
the
you
roster.
stay on a team. Yes, that's how you make the roster. That's step 1. Now you have to keep it going. Now you have
play
to
against number 1.
Now you have to
players,
actually
number
play
one
against number 1
offenses
players.
and defenses.
Up until the Packers playoff game a few years ago against Arizona, Jeff Janis had like 12 catches for less than 100 yards. In their playoff game against Arizona a couple years ago, he finished the game with 9 receptions for 165 yards and 2 touchdowns. 80 of those yards came on the final final 2 completions for the Packers that day. 4th and 20 with like 50 seconds left.
The 2 Hail Mary passes.
Aaron Rodgers
made to finish the game.
Heaves it to midfield from his own end zone.
Janis catches.
And Jeff Janis catches it. Second one, Rodgers running around. Time expires. Heaves it from his back foot. Jeff Janis catches. I will give him credit because he caught it in midair around
Patrick Peterson's face.
In Patrick Peterson's face. Patrick
corner.
Peterson is the only player ever to get elected to the Pro Bowl 9 times before he turned 30. Like, he is probably
one of the best corners ever.
One of the best cornerbacks ever, and probably the best corner this decade. You could really say either him or Sherman.
Yeah, it's him or Sherman, yeah.
But Peterson, so like he's an established all-pro elite corner.
And this practice squad bum.
But it's Patrick
Mosses
Peterson, fucking not Buda Baker.
Tyrann Mathieu.
No, not Tyrann Mathieu. He was out with an ACL.
Deion Buchanan.
Yeah, Buchanan. And he caught it over Buchanan and Peterson and just comes down with it. And the Packers Twitter, the Packers Reddit page,
blew the fuck up.
Everybody fucking nutted everywhere. They're like, bro, the legend of Jeff Janis continues. Like, he just established himself. Like, I literally saw people being like, well, time to trade Jordy. We found our new wide receiver. And I'm just like, all right, just chill. Like, Jordy Nelson is not getting traded. He ended up coming back the next year, catching 14 touchdowns and 1 comeback player of the year, while Jeff Janis went back to catching 2 passes every 10 games and just sucking. So, yes, even though preseason matters, it doesn't at the same time.
Yeah.
Preseason is really only matters for the guys, for the undrafted and late round guys, or the journeyman. Yeah, trying to fight for that spot.
So, people like Christian Wade.
Yeah, it's exactly for guys like Christian Wade. It's for them to get their shot and for people to know exactly. Because Christian Wade's having a great preseason.
He's not.
Huh?
He's
all
not.
right, well, all right. Not having a great. He's made
2 great plays.
Made 2 great plays.
He's a great
preseason.
story.
Yes, it's
he's a great story.
And
dude, if he would have scored that second touchdown, though, that should have.
Yeah,
wild.
maybe
he should have. Well, I mean, it was already cool that he fucking broke.
It was a great play. It's a fantastic play.
He was so close, and I feel like if any other
better
experienced running back probably could have finished it off, and
it would have.
Well, any other experienced running back, like Max said, would have taken the
blockers because
he went out of the way from where the blockers.
The blocks gave him a clear lane down the sideline for a touchdown.
Yeah.
If he could keep doing that,
NFL vision. That's
no, not at all.
Rugby vision.
Yes. Well, in rugby, you look for contact. you
But
want
dude, the fucking
contact.
man's
Obviously, some people do in the NFL, but
The man's focused on one sport his whole life, though. You
No,
can't
exactly.
expect it from
And I'm
him.
not blaming him.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
knocking
I
him
and,
know
at all.
and yeah, we're not
I'm
trying
not
to
knocking
we're
him at
not
all.
trying to shit on
I'm
him. We're
just
not trying to
saying,
rip on him.
Let's be realistic.
Just
be realistic.
So
And
many.
don't come at me with bullshit like trade LaShawn McCoy.
No,
like,
like
don't come at me
LaShawn
with that
McCoy
bullshit.
is RB1 right now, as he should be.
Or even RB2. It doesn't matter because you're not trading any of the top 3 running backs on that team. It's just not happening.
He would need a ton of circumstances to happen for him to make the 53.
He's not going to get any snaps in the third game.
Yeah. No. Third game is
Mostly starters.
specifically for
Starters
starters
and second team.
Fourth
Fourth game is for last cuts.
Yeah.
Fourth team is for guys that are on the cusp that need
that
last cuts.
need a good game to give themselves a shot.
Right.
And like you said, Christian Wade, he's made 2 really big plays. Won't see much of game 3. If he can have a solid game in game 4, he'll
make the practice
He'll
squad.
buy himself a new chance, whether it's with Buffalo or whether it's with
somebody else.
anybody else.
Yeah. But we talked about sports talk a lot.
We have talked about.
How long was it?
I honestly
probably
didn't
about like
even-
20 minutes at least.
Probably.
Okay.
Let's get into some questions.
Yeah, we have a lot of questions here.
From Reverend Stephanos Hercules Lapointe at 16S Lapointe.
You may have known him from episode 6 of Lounge Talk.
Yes, sir. Yep. One
our
of
guest?
the few guests.
An
One of,
ordained minister.
6. An ordained. Little fun story. Him and our friend Joe were bored one night, and they decided to get legally ordained on the internet.
I think I'm going to do that.
What does that mean?
And I'm
So,
just
like,
going to marry people.
Like, they became ordained ministers. Like,
Oh,
they
that's
can
a
they
lot of
can
power.
perform
I
the
like it.
ceremony, which would be dope. Like, I plan on, at my wedding, I'm going to have Steven or Joe, or maybe even both of them at the same time.
That'd be pretty hot.
Do,
That'd be a great picture.
That'd be a wonderful picture. Steven goes, if 2 mind readers are reading each other's minds, whose mind are they reading? And honestly, I was not prepared for it because
That's
I get
rough.
It.
If 2 mind readers are reading each other's minds,
whose mind are they reading?
whose mind are they
The
reading?
more
Each other's.
experienced one.
I'm gonna go with each
That's-
other's.
They're at that point.
At that point-
they both share the same mind.
Yeah, they're sharing a mind at that point.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, they're probably in some kind of mind limbo. Like, they're probably having there's probably like a battle going on.
Where the fuck did you come up with?
Yeah,
That's
no,
a
Steven-
great
no,
question, Steven.
What?
Way to
Really-
find the fucking flaws in fucking superhero logic.
You really got me messed up, Steven.
Like, you got a motherfucker fucked up out here, bruh. Come on down, bruh.
From
Great question.
From my barber, Jeremy. Great guy.
Great barber.
Yeah, great barber. Exhibit
Yeah,
A.
very cool.
I haven't gotten a cut in a couple weeks though. Should probably get back soon. I'll be
Go to
back.
episode like 3 or 2, and you'll see.
Yeah, go to episode 2 or 3. You'll see where Tom's hair was. Compare it to where it's at now. Attaboy Jeremy. But
Attaboy Jeremy. From Jeremy.
Wait.
you're
Okay,
disgusting.
keep going,
and
keep
you
going.
smell like garbage. And I hate you.
Dustin Tomaka just soiled
He
himself.
just completely shat himself.
Yeah, when you gonna bring me on the show? Shit, bro. I'd be down to have you on the show. Gotta talk to the boys. Gotta talk to the,
Who was it?
Huh?
Who was it?
His barber.
My barber,
Oh.
Jeremy. Yeah, I feel like, shout out to Jeremy, but I feel like having you on is more than a possibility. We'll discuss with the boys. I'll let you know.
I feel like barbers should have their own podcast.
They
just
do.
Because half of their job is talking already.
There's
So-
actually a guy that does that.
Yeah.
He's a barber and he has famous people on and he interviews them.
And he
while
cuts
they
their hair
barbers.
while.
Yeah.
Yep,
called-
Cody Ko was just on
Cody
it.
Ko's on it.
It's called
Yep.
The Talk.
Yeah.
Or, not The Talk, the shop.
Well, there's also that too, but like
Okay.
different one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, well, barbers seem to be doing their thing. Yeah.
Barbershops are dope.
You know what, Jeremy? How about you make a podcast and have us on?
though. Yeah. What the
All right.
fuck, bro?
How about that?
Barbershops are dope though, cause like there's always the guys in the chairs, obviously. Then there's the guy with
Cutting the
barbers.
hair.
and then there's just the one dude who doesn't get a haircut, just sipping on some Henny, being like, "Oh, this is what I did back in the day." Like, there's always that dude
That happens at your barbershop?
spitting some wisdom.
At your barbershop.
It's happened once. From Chris Murray at Murray Christmas. What's the most amount of times you've masturbated in a day? Chris, I have never touched myself like that. You disgusting pervert.
Yeah, honestly, 6. Probably 6.
Probably 3 or 4.
It was probably like 14, 13.
and just
a really
Honestly,
bad
when you're
day.
just really bored and you have nothing to do.
Like, shit, alright, well, I got this thing hanging off me.
It's a good 5 minutes wasted.
Right.
Not even.
Get the shake weight out.
Not even, he says. From John Alfieri, would you rather see into the future or change one thing about your past? I'd probably change one thing about my past.
Yeah, because you're gonna live the future anyways.
Yeah, like I don't want to spoil.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil the past. For
And I know
anybody.
every movie I saw ended, and I'd just be like, let's just change something about the past.
I just want to. Actually, just
Yeah.
100%.
Because if you go in the future and see what's gonna happen next, it's still your future. So
You could
whatever
try
do,
to change it, but
you
like
can't because
it's not.
No,
that's
because
your guaranteed future.
because
true.
because if
Because
you-
science. Thanks,
if-
Neil deGrasse
if
Tyson.
you look into the future and you see that future, whatever you do will then lead to that future.
Yeah, so
like
it doesn't
it's
matter
not
what
it's
you
not
do.
like you're like, whoa, well if I avoid this, no, you avoiding that is what gets you to that.
Exactly.
Like,
Because it do not
but
matter.
fuck it do not matter. It's the butterfly effect.
Yeah. Thanks,
Literally.
Ashton Kutcher.
It's not just a fire song by Travis Scott. It's a real thing.
That a butterfly's wings
For this
may
life I
one
cannot
day
change.
cause an earthquake the size of
I
Mount
really like the way you
Vesuvius.
snap.
We were talking about this the other night. The Vernos have
Fucking snap.
Very
Oh my
pristine.
god. Oh, dude, that's hot.
Wow.
like
Listen to mine.
the Vernos have very good.
Let me see those hands.
You see them beefy knucks.
Do it again.
uh,
Damn, that's
Yeah.
nice.
it's what happens when you have chunky fingers.
I wish I had a chunky finger.
No shit.
From Taylor Baxter, talk about your ass tat, or I'm not watching. Who paid?
Watch
Did
this.
tattoo
Watch
artist
the
think?
watch the last
it's
fucking episode,
literally-
bro.
It's next week.
Oh, is it?
That's
Not?
next week.
Next
Well-
week in real time.
Yeah,
It already has aired, Pat.
yeah. So
it was 2 episodes before this episode.
yeah, so you should have.
You'll already
you
fucking
should've
see it,
been
man.
knew that, Taylor.
Like, come on, bro. Keep up.
It's all good.
From at Annie Margarita 77, my Aunt Scooby. Shout out, thanks for watching. Did you get your ass tattoo removed yet? No, and there's about a 99% chance I never will.
Nice,
So,
my son.
unless someone offers me like $1 million to get it removed,
Yeah.
then yeah. But other than that, no.
Is it worth the pain and suffering? Probably not.
It really wasn't even. Oh, like getting it removed isn't
Yeah.
worth it? Oh, yeah, no, probably not.
No.
And final question we have today. Give me a definition of steez from Tommy Scahill. Shout out Tommy
Steez?
Scahill.
Shout out Tom Scales. Currently in Rome right now.
Currently in Rome.
Studying
Hope-
abroad in Rome.
Hope you're having a great time, baby. Got none but love and respect. We'll see you-
abroad. Probably studying a few of them.
Oh, yeah, he's studying some broads.
Touch me, man.
fucking broads are females. I actually looked up the definition of the word steez. Plain old style with ease. You know my steez was the definition.
What
You
was
know
that
how it
on?
be.
What source?
Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary.
Fun fact: Dan Verno and I have a term on
No, you
Urban
don't.
Dictionary.
What
Yes,
is
we
it-
do.
What is it
It's not
called?
what?
A muddy Matthew.
Oh god.
Did you make it?
Oh,
Yep.
You put it on there.
Yep.
You can just put things on there.
Wait,
Well,
wait,
you
wait.
got to email them and like get it approved to get put on. But yeah, after
Oh, I just created
You
a Muddy
gotta
Matthew.
stop.
no, it's a muddy Matthew.
You gotta chill.
So you take a wet willy, and it's essentially what you think a muddy Matthew would be.
Oh, come on, man.
That's so good.
Actually, oh shit, hold up.
Wait, is
Muddy-
it butt to ear or like mouth to butt? Like the finger?
Butt to ear. Yeah.
Oh, ear infections. Really, Aunt Scooby? You're worried about his ass tat, but he's got things like that coming out of his mouth? Really? He's on the internet.
Yeah, so yeah, Danny. One day I gave Danny a muddy Matthew, and
Game changer.
and
Completely
I'm like,
changed the game.
And I got punched a few times, not gonna lie, but I'm like,
Shit, I'd knock you out. Like, I'd be like, yeah, you're fucking getting rocked for this.
and yeah, so he's like, dude, what even is that? I'm like, it's a muddy Matthew. He's like,
Can you not scroll through people's Instagrams right now?
yikes. That I just sorry. Oh my god, that's disgusting.
You're rude.
I know. I'm sorry. It popped up. I was reading a question. I went to my fucking feed. First one that popped up.
Is that all the questions?
That was all the questions, yes. But yeah, so Danny and I, so one day I explained to him what a Matty Matthew was after doing one to him. And it's like, yo, that's funny. Let's send that into Urban Dictionaries. Like 2 weeks later, got an email. Your term, Muddy Matthew, has been published to the website.
That's cool.
So yeah, shout out Urban Dictionary.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Urban Dictionary.
So, what else we got on the agenda?
I got some shit for us, boys.
Yes!
Let's get it. Hold on. Gotta go to the lounge talk chat. Strangest things you do for money.
Strangest thing I would do for money?
That you could think of.
I would send pics of my feet. It's like the first thing I could think of.
Feet pics are probably a big one.
I'd send pics of my taint.
Nah, I can't do that.
No, because lighting. Sometimes you get a shadow in there you didn't pick up on last
I don't want to
time.
ruin the pic.
What's
If I'm gonna do it, I gotta make it.
number one rule, or what are the 3 rules of a dick pic?
Lighting.
You gotta get like one
Hard or flaccid.
No, always hard.
You gotta put miniature things next to it.
To make it look big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you ever seen like
Depth of field.
Yeah.
No, the 3 are...
How far away or close
lighting,
are you
no
taking it?
No balls and no face.
No balls, no face. Yeah, good lighting. That's true. Very good.
And if you wear like rings or something, make sure...
The rings are on your penis.
Yeah.
You don't want them
100%.
anywhere else.
Yeah, like there's no need to have them on the finger where you don't even see it.
Right, it's like...
But
I'm steezing and I'm breezing out here. As in breezing, I mean my nutsack in the wind.
Just flowing, going with the flow.
Flowing, going, showing.
I'm so hungry.
Well, we're gonna get food after this.
I know. I'm ready for the poutine.
Like, chill the fuck out.
Poutine?
Yeah.
Are
you getting poutine? Dustin's like, dude, I don't like poutine.
All right, bro, chill the fuck out. Things we hate. It's things we genuinely.
Things I genuinely hate. Buffalo Bills fans.
I don't buy that.
The Chicago Bears, the Minnesota Vikings.
You have a Bills fan on your ass.
Yeah.
True. The Boston Red Sox.
Do you hate all their fans too?
I hate kites.
Why do you hate kites? Break that down. Why the fuck do you hate kites?
They're just unnatural. Like
it's not unnatural.
Did you ever have
it's science.
No.
That's why you hate them.
It's science.
You never done one.
It's science.
That's true. Those little like Russian doll things where like you just keep opening up and it gets smaller.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Like why? What is the point of all that? Like
Tommy's like, I don't understand your culture, so I hate it.
All right, Dustin.
I'm just kidding.
Chill with all that.
All right.
No,
Tom's like, oh, but fucking.
I hate Jeff Dunham. I don't think he's funny at all.
Okay, that's fair.
I used to think he was funny when I was like 6.
I never did.
Yeah. I thought he was funny when I was like 10.
The silence I
yeah.
kill you thing, I was just like,
silence.
Okay, where's the? I was like, was that the punchline?
Yeah, no, it's really not.
It's just all catchphrases.
Yeah,
and
he just says the same
personalities.
shit.
Yeah,
and honestly, very racist now that you think of it.
Oh yeah.
Like you're having a fucking terrorist.
Ahmed.
One. You're having the
dead terrorist.
You're having the jalapeno be the Spanish guy. Like
on a steak.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Is a jalapeno on a steak?
Jalapeno on a steak.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Honestly,
grow up, man. If you're watching a dude play with puppets, grow up.
And if you're the And if you're the dude playing with puppets,
definitely grow up.
Die.
Definitely grow up.
It's actually fire. My mom had. I always.
Jeff Dunham almost died in a helicopter accident, and I wish he did.
Dale Earnhardt almost died in a car in a plane accident the other day.
I take that back. I take that statement back. What?
Dale Earnhardt
yeah, I
Jr.,
heard.
Him, his wife, and their infant daughter. They were in a plane accident.
Yo, fucking like literally good ups though.
Remember the Post Malone scare?
Oh.
When he almost
died in a car accident.
No, it was a plane or a helicopter.
Oh yeah.
There was a hoax going around the other day saying Juice WRLD died.
Really?
Yeah.
Saying he got
overdosed. No, they're saying he got shot and killed.
Jesus Christ.
And I went on Snapchat the other day and I see nice. I saw Brandon O'Connell's story. Shout out Brattack. And it said, yo, is Juice WRLD really dead? I'm gonna be sad as a bitch. And I'm just like, no way Juice WRLD's dead. And I saw it was posted like 15 hours ago from the time that I saw it. And I'm like, okay, well, I would know if Juice WRLD was really dead, then, everybody would know by now.
If honestly, like at this point, like TMZ is so on top of shit. If you want to know if someone died, go to TMZ. They
absolutely.
Because if it's, they'll know what. Dude, they have people everywhere.
It's 2019. Plus, like
it's 2019.
You really
get over yourself.
Anybody can be a part of TMZ.
Fuck
now.
you, TMZ.
Like, you don't even need to work for them. You could just, like, if you see something, like the guys who recorded
Pussy,
like everything after X got shot, like those guys just recorded it and sent it to them.
Oh,
and
they did.
Yeah, and they got a lot of money for that one. They got like $20,000 for that one video.
Dude, because then TMZ puts their fucking watermark on there.
Absolutely.
And then everyone knows where the source is.
Once TMZ gets their watermark on it, TMZ is like just, I don't know. The idea of being a paparazzi is just so cancerous.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't like that people are going outside people's houses.
You have nothing better to do than harass these celebrities over bullshit.
That's how back in the day it was pretty lame, because nowadays it's kind of like everyone has a cell phone, so whenever something goes down, some random person is going to basically be TMZ now.
Yeah.
TMZ doesn't really have to hire photographers and videographers to do their thing, but back in the day before social media was crazy,
they had to.
That's the only way to
that's the only way they could
do it. Yeah.
Now, like the paparazzi's literally everywhere and anyone.
Yeah,
like
it's a fact.
We could eventually be one day.
That's crazy. Dude,
like if we obviously, like it's not even at this point. It's not even about stalking them. It's just like seeing
by
them.
Chance.
Yeah, I remember there was a video of Post Malone a few months ago. He was walking out of a restaurant with somebody
with a duffel bag full of decrepit heads.
Yeah. And all the left cheeks had a bite taken out. It was actually really disturbing.
Yeah, it was weird.
But
and a teardrop tattoo.
But like someone, like the dude who was recording, like he was just in line at that nightclub and
minding his own fucking business.
Fucking Post Malone walks out of the restaurant right next door, and he's just like, "Oh shit, that's Post Malone." Gets out of line, and like he's just like filming Post, asking him all these questions, and he's like, "Bro, just like get away from me before I beat your ass."
Post Malone said that.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Like that, I would be so fucking annoyed. Like if you see a celebrity out in public, leave them alone.
Yeah, or just say, "What's up?" Maybe a fist bump, a handshake.
Like, yeah,
but it's not.
But don't go up and be like, "Yo, you're fucking Post Malone. Like, I'm your biggest fan." Be like, "Yo, Post, what's good, bro?" Like,
maybe make out with them behind the bleachers, like I did with Josh Allen. But
I kind of
not all of us can be as lucky as you.
But think about it, though. I kind of get though some of the people that are in the situation. It's just like, this is my idol. I love this person so much. This is my only chance to ever like.
You're gonna be starstruck, absolutely. But like, you gotta handle it.
Like, grow the fuck up, man.
You gotta handle it in the right way. Like, there's a time and a place for everything, you know? Like, if you see Post at, like, a music event or, like, an event where he's on a stage as Post Malone.
Yeah.
But, like, when he's just walking around
and he's Austin
Post, like, leave him alone.
Stop being a douchebag.
One day we could run into him here, because when he comes and visits his grandparents and stuff.
When he comes and visits the podcast.
It is a possibility.
Comes on the podcast.
Dude, how nuts would it be if we were like, "Yo, I mean, while you're here, come on
the
podcast.
Yo, you want to come be on a podcast? Yeah, all right, bro. Like, shit, okay. I wasn't expecting for this.
I don't drink Bud Light, but I'd be destroying Bud Light down here with him. This shit would be lit.
I drink Bud Light.
I
don't smoke cigs, but I'd fucking down some bogeys with him. No.
I'd fucking smoke some dick with Post Malone.
Never smoked a bogey, never will.
I've tried it.
Well, you're disgusting.
I'm not gonna talk about that.
I took one puff, but that was it.
Puff ass, dude. But...
Took one puff,
my
nut fell off.
It's just
not worth it.
Don't be a dickhead. You see a celebrity in public?
Yeah, it's
just don't be an ass.
Like I
Sean McDermott.
We were normal. I feel like.
Plus,
but it's
we just shook his hand and said, "Hey, coach."
You're at
being like us. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We weren't at camp though.
I mean,
we were at camp, but we weren't.
Yeah.
It wasn't during.
We were around.
It wasn't camp. Yeah.
True.
Most definitely.
But like I remember a few years ago,
the The farting and burping podcast.
We were at
The Burp podcast.
It was probably around like, I think it was 2009 or 2010. It was me, Danny, and my dad. We were at Shooters for dinner one night, and sitting 20 feet from us was Jim Kelly.
Hold on. What? We're on the podcast. What?
Scoop me
Okay.
for Jeremiah's.
You had to call during the podcast?
Oh, of course I did.
Yeah, thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Jay. Fuck off, Jay.
Yeah,
you.
you fucking 25%
Shout out, man.
Prince.
Why not?
Wait, Jay, what do you want to say to the people? This is great content.
Max is disgusting.
It's a fact.
That
Well,
was just rude.
see, that just didn't have to fucking happen.
Oh.
Of course, that fucking dead air followed by an insult. Classic Jay.
But yeah, so like sitting 20 feet from us was Jim Kelly, and like
And your dad was like, "Fuck you, go Fins.
No, my dad just
Fins up."
No,
Best John B. impression
My
I could
dad,
do.
Danny, and I ended up just sitting there, ate our dinner, left him alone, let him enjoy his dinner, and we all went our separate paths.
You didn't say hi?
Well, no, I really didn't have any interest.
Were people
You're
coming up
also
to him
not-
though?
you're
I have
also
no
not
fucking.
fans.
Yeah, I
It's
have
just
no
like
fucking.
he's
I
there
have no
and it's-
fucking. Like, yeah, cool,
Yeah.
dude. That's Jim Kelly. Like,
Okay, but if I
the
saw Marino,
fifth best quarterback in AFC East history, and
better than Aaron Rodgers.
not an AFC East quarterback.
Interesting.
Now, does Peyton Manning get put in the AFC East quarterbacks conversation?
What the fuck are you talking about?
He spent 4 years of his career in the AFC
You're
East.
right. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. All right.
Wait, with who?
The Colts before the NFL expanded to 32 teams. When
Colts
they
were in the
30,
AFC East.
The Colts were in the AFC East.
Oh, I did not know that.
Buccaneers were in the NFC North.
It's true.
Oh, really?
made no goddamn sense.
That's it.
at all.
Yeah, no,
NFC
that
North.
really makes.
It's like, oh, the Bucks are in the NFC North? Oh, there they
Yeah,
are.
no, it's really weird because it was like
The
it was.
NFC East, I get, but like.
Bro, why are the Giants... Why do the fucking Giants and the Cowboys face each other?
I don't
That
fucking
shit
know.
doesn't
No,
make any
like
sense.
literally, like
fucking know.
like the NFL's the division makeup is.
Dallas isn't
very-
even east
NFC
of
North
Texas.
now is very accurate.
The NFC North is the most
It's
accurate.
fantastic,
Yeah, it's Bears, Packers, Lions, Vikings.
Yeah,
like
it's just a
they're
fucking
all
square.
they're all in the 4 states that border each
That's
other.
dope, because that's sick for away fans.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
like,
like, you want to drive an hour and a half to fucking Chicago?
Chicago.
And go-
Well, then you're in Chicago.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Bears.
I did a a division regrouping once. Like, if divisions were accurate, it'd be like Jags, Dolphins, Buccaneers, Falcons. It'd be like Saints, Cowboys, Texans.
It'd be all fucked
And
up, man.
It'd just be the way it should be. Chargers, Raiders, Niners, and
Rams now.
Rams. Yeah. Yeah, like it's the divisions in the NFL make absolutely.
They make no
zero
goddamn sense.
sense. Fix your shit, Goodell.
What were we talking about before?
I have no idea.
talking about
Paparazzi.
leave celebrities
Leaving
alone.
celebrities alone.
Yeah.
Leave Brit.
Yeah, we went off somewhere.
Leave Britney alone.
Leave Britney alone!
You know what that reminds me of? Tosh.0.
Tosh.0.
Tosh.0 was a great show.
A great show.
It goes on. But
I
no
know.
one-
Yeah,
But okay, listen to this though. I've thought about this. Tosh.0 was a great show when we were in like middle school because social media was around and viral videos were around, but
They weren't controlling the world.
yeah.
Now they control the fucking world.
Videos.
Well, now
Like this one.
Nowadays, you see every exciting viral video
goes.
You
already
see-
on Twitter, and like same with Ridiculous. You like the videos you're seeing on
Fuck
Ridiculous and
Ridiculousness.
Tosh.0.
You would see.
Oh, fuck
You've already seen
Ridiculousness is a knockoff.
Just because of Chanel West
Tosh.0.
Coast.
Yeah,
Fuck
literally.
I hate
ridiculousness,
Chanel West
bro.
Coast. I like. Deerdick.
Steel is funny.
Robin Big and Rob
Rest in
Deerdick's
peace.
fan.
Too big.
R.I.P.
Black.
Big Christopher Big Black Boykin.
Great guy.
And
Some of my favorite shows. Fantasy Factory.
Fantasy Factory
Robin
was a
Big.
fantastic
Viva
show.
La
All
Bam.
time. Viva La
Viva
Bam.
La Bam was great.
Great
They
shows.
almost-
MTV back in the
They
day
almost
They almost
prime.
They were gonna do another season of it, and then it just like shit fell.
Yeah, because
And-
fucking Bam was fucking doing drugs.
And
Dude,
what's
Novak
his
was
name?
Novak
What's his
was
name
dying.
died?
Ryan Dunn. Yeah,
Ryan Dunn.
was
That
weird,
happened
though.
later.
No, the uncle died.
Vito.
Don
no,
Vito's
no,
dead.
Vito.
Yeah.
He's
Vito
not.
went to jail.
No, he died.
He died. He probably died. Yeah, but he went to jail
But
because
he-
they canceled the show because he went to jail because he was like
Fucking
coercing,
this, 14-year-old.
coercing
No way.
coercing like 16-year-olds to have sex with him, and he said that he'd introduced them to Bam.
Yeah, can't be doing. Yeah, he died in 2015.
Oh wow!
Fat
Yeah.
fuck.
Didn't know that.
Is Phil still alive? Phil Margera still alive?
Phil's still gone.
Really? How old's Phil? Probably pretty old here.
Yeah, he's older.
He was out of prison when he died too. Which is
Yeah, that's his mugshot. Is the first thing that comes up for
Yeah.
Vito.
Bro, rest in peace to Ryan Dunn though. He's one of my
Yeah,
favorite
R.I.P. to Ryan
characters.
Dunn. But you
I
had
got
fucking-
characters
Did you
as
ever,
people.
you ever see, you ever watch the roast of Steve-O? Was it Steve-O?
Does Steve-O have a roast?
I've
No,
never seen
who
it.
was it? It was, I'm pretty sure it
Steve-O's
was.
probably been like a roaster.
Nah, because,
You like that? Bet you do.
Probably hate it.
Oh yeah.
oh, it was the
Charlie
roast,
Sheen.
it was the roast of Charlie Sheen that they were at, and Amy Schumer, it was like,
I hate her.
I
too.
hate
forgot
Amy
to mention
Schumer.
her later.
It was
earlier,
like
dude.
it was like 6 or 7 months. It was not that long after Ryan Dunn died, and Steve-O was there. Well, like Steve-O was part of the roast too, and she was like giving credit to like all her fellow roasters. She's like, Steve-O's here, and like everyone's applauding for Steve-O, and she goes, Steve-O, we're really sorry for the loss of Ryan Dunn. You're probably thinking, why wasn't it me? And we're all thinking, why wasn't it him? And Steve-O's just sitting there like, are you fucking kidding me?
Dude.
Like, everyone's
I
like,
hate her so
everyone
much.
literally said, fuck this bitch.
Yeah.
I remember when she gave birth, and it showed the picture of her and her husband. I think we talked about this already.
We might have.
And
Everyone just-
someone quote tweeted it and said, "This picture smells like deli meat." And like, I hate
just like
Amy
fucking bologna and
Amy
mortadella.
Schumer is like
bologna and salami is what I smell.
Amy Schumer is literally one of those comedians that's just like my vagina, my vagina,
She's-
my vagina.
she's the-
I'm a woman, my vagina.
She made it.
Something about fucking a dude and my vagina smells horrible afterwards.
Amy
like, my
Schumer.
vagina. Like,
Amy Schumer made it in comedy the same way Nicki Minaj made it in rap, just talking about their vagina. That's all they do. Yes.
Yeah.
Come for me, Nicki
I used to
Minaj.
like.
Fuck you.
all right.
I used to like old Nicki Minaj back in the day.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
but it's all
like
like,
super
oh,
basic.
oh,
We found- no, we
oh,
found
oh,
love with
oh,
Nick- Was that Nicki Minaj or is that Rihanna?
Someone fuck my thought about
we
my
found
Kanye.
love in a home.
Yeah.
I think
No,
that's
it's not.
Rihanna.
That's
Yeah.
Rihanna, bro.
Yeah.
No, the super bass though.
Don't you
Super
hate on
bass-
Rihanna?
There was another big.
Roman's Revenge.
Huh?
Roman's Revenge.
What was the other big pop song she had? Starships.
Yeah.
Starships
That
fly.
Moment for Life with Drake. That song honestly was
I
fire.
just want this
Remember when everyone wanted
moment
Nicki
for
and
life.
Drake to like date and stuff?
Now they hate each
Fly.
other. Well, now Nicki hates Drake. Rihanna hates
For
Drake
life.
too.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Fuck Drake.
Yeah, fuck Drake,
I don't
honestly.
mind Drake.
Well, boys, we're kind of running a little bit over here. So.
Yeah, we
But I think we're gonna save the creepypasta readings for next episode, though. We should do it. We should do
Wait, explain to people what that is.
a creepypasta. Okay, so back in the day, around 2007, I would say is when creepypastas really kind of took off.
Yeah.
It started off on like online forums as just creating really like homemade creepy stories. It's how Slender Man became a thing.
Slender
It's how
Man,
like
oh
the
my
Wraith
God.
became a thing. Like a bunch of just creepy stories that like, started off on the internet. And a lot of them, like there's some really fucking weird ones. Like funny, like we read one about Squidward killing himself
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
And that
That was the
like
first one. That was the first one we clicked
first
on.
one we clicked on was like Squidward jumps out of a window and kills himself. So like shit like that. We wanted to just go online and read some weird creepypastas for you, but we're probably gonna have to do that next episode. And I
Yeah,
feel like we
I
should just do a
honestly did
spooky
not.
themed
Spooky
themed episode.
Spooky themed episode.
spooky themed episode
We're getting
coming your way.
spooky in this.
We
bitch.
get motherfucking little
And
creepy.
Did you guys played the You guys obviously.
Oh.
Played
Oh yeah,
Slender Man.
I
Do you
downloaded
guys-
Slender Man.
Do you remember the song from the game?
No.
You guys don't remember this? Literally, when you finally encounter Slender Man in the woods in that game.
It goes.
No, this is the song that would play.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, I guarantee.
Tom,
you.
what version did you
fucked up game
download?
did you play?
Tom, you probably played a weird pirated downloaded version of it, which is what all Slender Man games were. It was free.
Yeah.
Like, it was free, and you could download, like, 8 different kinds of Slender Man.
So we're gonna find out.
It was a special. It was a when you would get to this part,
In my last video, in daytime,
you could turn the song on and off. Okay. Never mind then.
gonna say.
That's why. Okay. But yeah, I just remember. I think it was like summer going into 8th grade, and that's when that game was really big.
Yeah.
And me, my brother, and Austin Regan were at my house, and it was like 2 a.m.
Dude.
And we were playing that shit, all the lights off, in our living
my
room
God.
on our big screen TV while our dad was working night cart. That scared the shit out of me. Our dad ended up... We were playing until like 4 a.m. Our dad got home from night cart. We didn't hear the van come back, and we didn't hear him open the door. And at our old house on West Ave, when our back door closed, you knew you could hear it. Like, it would just be really loud.
Nice line.
And he closed it, and it was right as we turned and found Slenderman as he closed it, and we just heard and we just all fucking jumped up, turned on the lights, and sprinted upstairs.
Yo.
That game really did fuck with me when I was young.
It was really fun though.
It was a
great
very
game.
fun game. Never beat it.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, really quick before we go. Shout out to Voltage Fitness Brand.
Voltage Fitness Brand? What's that, Dustin?
It's a it's a clothing company that my friend owns. Goes to school with me at Fisher.
What's his name?
His name's Ryan Paolini.
Ah.
It's a great guy.
Alright.
Great brand.
Okay.
These joggers that I'm wearing are actually from Voltage. They're great, tight fit.
Looks snug.
Yeah, look snug. They're comfortable. They
Sturdy.
have zippers on the pockets.
Dick outline's looking great.
Right.
Yeah, it's a fact.
It's the new gray sweatpants.
But,
Voltage.
yeah,
new gray
literally-
sweatpants.
I got them, put them on. They were so comfortable. I was like, I'm sleeping in these tonight. And now here I am wearing them today.
I can't sleep in sweatpants.
You haven't changed today?
But no. These were.
He hasn't needed to because of Voltage sweatpants / joggers / outfit. He hasn't needed to change.
I haven't.
They keep your balls unsweaty.
Voltage. You'll never need to change.
But yeah, shout out to them. I'll leave the link to the Instagram in the description. He'll post on the Instagram. He'll post new products and stuff like that, and he also posts discount codes for flash sales.
Sure.
So that's always
Nice.
something to keep in mind.
Another quick shout out to Mr. V's Street Style Vending. For those of you who are unaware of Mr. V's, it is a company owned and run by my dad, John Verno. It is currently in its 23rd year. If you or anyone in your family looking to book any private events, make sure to hit up Mr. V's. We will leave right here the website at mrvsvending.com.
and there's the number.
350-5539. Be sure to give John Verno a call, and if you book your party, make sure to let him know that you talked to Tommy, so I get that finder's fee.
You go.
Yep, haven't gotten one yet, but hoping soon. So, shout out to you guys. I know you'll make the right choice.
Absolutely. Mr. V's. It's like a hug for your nutsack. Alright, bye.
Couldn't have said it better. Get out of here!
Get out of here.
Go!
Get out of here.
Big old top with a ball, no danger. Might fuck around, get naughty with a stranger. Matty and my garden, we the New York Rangers. Now my top missing and whipping like a brainless. Roy's booming Metro, zero suit Saints. Now your boy got school bars like it's Cambridge. Milk carton boy with a pick, but he nameless. Picky in a motherfucker rap, but he brainless. A watertight man with some honey on my side. And if someone kill my squirrel, that means someone gotta die. I'm a Pablo baby with honey in my eyes. I'm a bubba in my hair and some gummy on my side. And a 10-speed bike if the bars don't ride. And I'll dance till I'm dead if the dead don't mind. But they probably will, which means somebody lied. And life's a game of operations, I'm stuck to the sides.